This is Mrs. Knopf, and today we're going to continue in our method book on the alto saxophone with line 24, Go Tell Aunt Rhody. So we're going to start at the beginning in our music and see what we have, look for patterns and all of that. So as always, we start with our treble clef. Then we have our key signature. We have one sharp. It is on the top line, which is the F line, so this tells us that all Fs are sharp. Now we don't have any F sharps to play, but we can also figure out that when we have one sharp in our key signature, we are in the key of G. So even though we don't start on a G, we end on a G. And then we have our time signature. We are in 4/4 time. The top number tells us the value of the whole, the top number tells us how many beats per measure. The bottom number tells us the value of the whole note. So if our whole note gets 4 beats, half of a whole is a half, and half of 4 is 2, so our half notes get 2 beats. Then half of a half is a quarter, and half of 2 is 1, so our quarter notes get 1 beat each. Now, at the very beginning, we start on a half note B on the 3rd line. That's just the first finger down. And then we have a quarter note B to a quarter note A. So we add a finger, go to the 2nd space. In the next measure, we have 2 half note Gs, so we add our 3rd finger, and that's on the 2nd line. So we play those 2 Gs. And then we go to the next measure. We have a half note A, so we lift that finger up. Then a quarter note A, skip up to a quarter note C on the 3rd space, and then we come down our scale. B, A, G. Now we only have a half note on that G. Gives us a little bit of time to look ahead to the next line where it's a similar pattern that we started with. Now we have a half note D on the 4th line. That's everything down, including our octave key on the back. So octave key, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Half note D, then a quarter note D, go down to a C, which is just the 2nd key, middle finger, then a half note B, 1st finger, stay on B for 2 quarter notes, and then we go down to an A, G, A, B, and we skip down to a whole note G on the 2nd line. So you're not skipping around too much. You only have a couple of places where you don't walk stepwise from one note to the next. So I have my metronome set to 84 beats per minute. I'm going to start each note with a t sound, tip of the tongue to the tip of the reed. And if you are comfortable and ready to play along with me, that's great. If not, follow along and then watch this again and play with me on the next time. But here we go. 1, 2, ready. And that is it for line 24, Go Tell Aunt Rhody. And if you know the lyrics, it makes sense. Go tell Aunt Rhody, go tell Aunt Rhody, go tell Aunt Rhody. Notice I took a breath here because then it ends with, the old gray goose is dead. Pretty morbid, but you know, it is what it is. Aunt Rhody has to know these things. So I hope this video has been helpful, and we'll see you next time.